That'll do. What's up guys, Rick here, back again with another video with Adventure Outline. Today guys, we're going to be continuing Firearm February, and we're going to be talking about my Ruger 10/22 Takedown Lite. Guys, this gun has been awesome. I love all my guns, but this one right here has a special place in my heart. This gun is just so much fun to shoot. This is the first Ruger 10/22 or 22 period that I've ever owned, and I've had it for about a year now, and I absolutely love this gun. This gun is so much fun to shoot. Every time I put this gun in someone's hands, they just don't want to put it down. It is just a ton of fun to shoot, and I love the way it looks. And just so you guys know, this gun actually comes in 4 different colors, maybe more now, but at least the time when I bought it, it only came in 4 colors. It comes in this green, which I really like. It also comes in a red, a blue, and it comes in all black. I went for the green just because it's more like an OD green, and I just really enjoy the color. I have put well over probably, I don't know, 3,000 rounds through this gun over the last year. I've never had any major issues with this gun at all. Like all 22s, occasionally you'll get a double feed and stuff like that, but for the most part I think that has to do with the ammo. I typically shoot CCI mini mags. That's my go-to ammo, CCI mini mags 22 LR, and it's just great ammo. I've never had any issues with it. Honestly, out of the 3,000 rounds that I've probably put through this this gun, I've maybe had 10 issues through the whole time I've owned the firearm. When you get this gun, it does not come with any sights. It does come with a rail. This is not the rail that it comes with. I chose to go with a different rail that I think was just a little bit longer. And a little bit just more robust. The other one that it comes with is aluminum, and it just felt a little bit cheapy. I'll link to this rail right here along with the scope mounts because I bought those off of Amazon. The scope, on the other hand, guys, I did get this at Optic's Planet. Check out Optic's Planet. They're awesome. They've always got great deals on there. I can't link to the scope because of YouTube's rules and regulations. You can't link to any sites that sell firearms or firearm parts. So, just go to opticsplanet.com. Great site. Got tons of great gear. I've bought tons of stuff from them. If you buy this gun, buy either some iron sights for it or just get yourself a scope, whether it's a really good one, a cheap one. I went with the Primary Arms ACSS reticle. This is built for 22 LR. It is designed for that. I'll do a review on the scope itself in another video, but I just wanted you guys to know that that's what I have on the gun today, and this is what it's had on since the first day that I shot it. The gun itself comes in a really sweet case when it comes. It's a zipper case. It's all padded. It's really cool. And because the Takedown comes apart like so, it fits in the case really nice. As you guys can see, it's really a small package. And even with this scope on it, it fits in the bag perfectly, no issues. So one of the upgrades that I did on the rifle was I put this magazine extension on it. This is so much better than the one that it comes with. The one that it comes with is just this little tiny mag release that most of the Rugers come with. And this one has just been really, really awesome. And typically I just pop that in, pull the mag out, it's good to go. When I picked this up, guys, I was really particular about picking up a 22 that I was just going to love. I didn't just want it to perform well, but I also wanted it to look as cool as possible. And when I saw this one for the first time, I thought this gun looked super cool, especially with all the holes that it has in the front here. From what I understand, these were mostly built by Ruger into the gun for aesthetics purpose, which honestly was cool because I think they look great. It does help with a little bit of weight reduction and a little bit of cooling with the barrel. But for the most part, I think it's just mainly for aesthetics, but it does look really, really cool. Down at the end of the barrel, we have a barrel nut on the end here because this is suppressor ready. Again, I'm not in a free state, so I can't have suppressors, but it is suppressor ready and torqued already at the factory, ready to accept the suppressors. So guys, right now let's head out to the range and do some shooting, and I'm going to show you guys what this thing can do, and then we'll come back. I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, guys, so this is my first mag of the day. The Ruger 1022 Takedown Lite. I'm just going to shoot at a target at 10 yards, and then we'll go to 25, and then we'll go to 50, and I'll show you guys that. Let's do 25 yards and see how we do. All right, guys, so we're going to be shooting out to 50 yards now. I put the steel target out there as well as a paper target, so you guys could see it, check it out. I've drilled things with this rifle, gosh, well past 100 yards, no problem. But unfortunately, where I'm at right now, I kind of max out shooting in this location at about 50 yards. So I'm going to shoot into the paper first, and then I'll shoot into the steel target so you guys can see both of those. I've got a camera downrange so you guys can see it up close as well. So guys, we're up close now. We just finished shooting the Ruger 1022 at 50 yards, and so I wanted to bring you up a little bit closer, even though I know I had the picture-in-picture on the video of me shooting and the close-up of the GoPro on the target here. But I wanted to bring you up close and just let you know of my groups and give you kind of a reference of the size of my hand, which I don't have big hands, I don't have little hands, I just have medium-sized hands, I guess. But that's about the size of my hands. My hand fits in the smaller circle right here. And so we were doing this at 50 yards. So guys, that's the grouping from the Ruger 1022. If I had it dialed in at 50 yards, I think the groups would have been even tighter. But I don't think this is bad at 50 yards. And yeah, so it's a fun gun to shoot. All right, guys, so right now we're going to shoot the steel target. All right, guys, so we're back in the studio. I had a blast shooting this. I always have a blast shooting this, and so does everyone else. So, guys, this isn't your typical cheap Ruger 1022. I opted for this one because I loved the design. I wanted more a 22 that was a little bit more reliable than your typical Ruger 1022s. And I believe I found it with this. Now, with that also comes a higher cost. Your typical Ruger 1022s are going to run you in the $150 to $200 range. And if that's what you're looking for, this is not this one. The gun itself, without the optics, without, you know, extended magazine release, and with the setup that I have here, just the gun itself, which again, the gun comes, you know, really awesome already, and all you really need is an optic or some iron sights. You're looking at about a $500 bill right there, and so just keep that in mind. I'm about $750 into this as of now, and so obviously it's not your typical Ruger 1022, but again, look at this thing. This thing is awesome. What are the pros and cons about the Ruger 1022 Takedown Lite? The positives are it's reliable. It's reliable. On top of that, this thing looks awesome. And it's just a really fun gun to shoot. The only con that I feel like I've had with this compared to other 22s is that the magazines tend to have really tight tolerances in this particular 22. I've actually had to kind of shave my magazines down just a little bit with like a Dremel, and they tend to work a lot better now. But even now, their tolerances are still tight, even when that I've done that, and I've had this gun for over a year, and I've shot well over 3,000 rounds through it. So that is really the only con that I have. The only other con is the fact that I only have 10-round magazines, and that's all I can have in the state that I'm in. And you want to shoot this so much that that I wish I had like 30 magazines ready to go. So definitely pick up more magazines, or if you're in a free state, get one of those 25 rounders. This has been the best gun that I've helped start my kids shooting. They love this thing. They have so much fun with it. It's a 22. There's no recoil on this thing. It's not super loud, and it is just fun to shoot. My kids have had a blast shooting this thing, and they absolutely love it, and so does all of the other kids that have shot it, adults that are afraid of guns or whatever. You start them on this, they have a blast, and then you go from this to, you know, an AR, and then up to your 30-06 and so on. But you put this in the hands of anyone, and they're going to have a blast with it. Guys, I hope you liked this review of the Ruger 1022 Takedown Lite, one of my favorite guns in my collection. If you like this video, please kick that subscribe button, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and as always, I'll see you next time right here on Adventure Outline.